Hey guys, Zach from 7th Hour Films back again with Breaking Bad. Last time on Breaking Bad, we had Mas, where, what all happened last episode? Let's see. So after the whole thing with Jesse making his own version of the blue meth, both he and Walt were paid for it, which angered Jesse. And then when Walt confronted Gus about it, Gus brought him to his new lab where he can do all of his cooking in a much better facility than that RV. And it took a little while, but Walt decided to go ahead and take the job alone, not with Jesse. And when he did this, it's basically he realized that it would be better for his family if he just made all the money instead of actually just trying to be there without making any money. So because of that, he also signed the divorce papers. So he and Skylar are now divorced, and yeah, I think Hank also decided that Hank got some crap about not going to El Paso. Gomez is instead going to El Paso, and Hank is now on the case of the RV, which is taking him very close to Jesse. I guess that was pretty much that. Yeah, it was a really good episode overall, and I'm curious where we're going in this episode. So yeah, I guess we should go ahead and pop right into this episode of Breaking Bad. Here we go.
Who's Katiwa?
Are the assassins there? The cousins? Yeah, the drawing of Heisenberg. The cousins are in there.
All right, down. On your knees.
Wait, he's holding something, man.
You understand me?
Oh, that's just an apple.
Do you speak English? On your knees.
Man,
down.
they don't speak anything.
Get
Oh,
knees.
no!
On your knees or I'll fire.
Aww. Poor guy, just doing his job.
You'd be making us accessories after the fact.
Skylar, how do you think we've been paying our bills these last 6 months?
Yeah. He's already been doing it.
I have to go.
Yep, I was right. 3 units available, exact same floor plan. I can call over, get you in to see any of the others if you'd like.
Oh, he's buying a new
This
house.
one's fine.
This one is the model, so...
Yeah, I like it. I like everything about it. I'll take it as is.
Wait, what? Oh, just this house?
Name one thing in this world that is not negotiable.
Damn, man. He just bought a model house?
I suggest that you add this to your payment schedule.
Oh shit, these two. Badger?
Yo, for real.
Badger, what are you doing here?
This is all you.
All me.
Oh, they're both back.
Heisenberg. I can watch, yo. I can cook. I can watch. Go for it. I tried it like last week.
That is interesting.
Still
He's doing
coming back.
everything but
Go
using.
easy.
Gonna be like it was.
How's that?
We sell it safe. All right, we sell it smart. We don't get greedy like before.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Combo and all.
Stick to this turf. Yeah. Hank is watching. Is that his? Yep. It's his first day on the job, isn't it? It's still there.
I'm just wondering if we should maybe call the police or something.
No.
Why? You're doing nothing wrong.
Looking. They're creepy bastards, I have to say. man. He's got a doorman, too.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Mr. White, I presume?
Oh, yes. Hi. I am sorry. I'll be right down.
Oh, is that his new assistant?
You're my new lab assistant, I take it.
Yes, I am. I suppose you'll want to hear my qualifications. I have my resume here for you.
I already don't like this guy.
Judge for yourself.
What is it? Is this the coffee machine?
Oh my god.
Tuh.
My god. Why the hell are we making meth?
Yeah. Guy should get in the coffee business. Yeah, but this guy's not gonna be as good as Jesse, right? He already had it. I bet you it's easier to work with this guy, but it's not gonna be as good without Jesse. At least I hope.
There's crime. And then there's crime. I suppose. I'm definitely a libertarian. Consenting adults want what they want. And if I'm not supplying it, they will get it somewhere else. At least with me, they're getting exactly what they pay for. No added toxins or adulterants.
Okay.
Because it's all still magic. You know? Chemistry? I mean, once you lose that,
It is. It is magic. It still is.
I'm very nervous. There's gonna be something horribly wrong with this guy.
and all the while I kept
I, for one, can think of someone who might know something. Possibly. It's worth a shot.
Yeah? Who? Hello.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, it's calling Walt.
Hey.
Well, it's a long story, but I'm personally of the opinion that he's moved on from weed and graduated to selling crystal meth.
Yeah.
Using it as a rolling lab.
Say something, Walt. Ugh.
You don't go near it.
Listen, my brother-in-law, he is surveilling Jesse's house. Do you understand? So he might have tapped the phones or bugged his house.
Jesus, plan A then. Go. Get to it before the feds do.
And do what? Exactly. I mean, what?
This would get rid of Jesse's meth lab.
Hey, what about Jesse?
What about him?
Ooh. Oh boy. Now, I think it's safe to call him.
Want to hear something weird?
Huh.
Listen to me. You get that address. I don't care how. You find out where he's taking it.
Shit. He's going, which means Hank's going. Uh-oh.
¿Cómo les puedo ayudar? Tú sabes.
Oh. They spoke.
Cuando baje el sol.
You think it's been like all week for them? Is he reminiscing?
He's here.
Yeah.
Who's here?
You led him right to us.
Oh no.
I'm the owner of this lot, which means you're trespassing on private property.
Ooh.
As the IV goes,
Get him with
it's
private
his
property.
lot, which means you're trying to break and enter. So I say again, you got a warrant?
Is that the guy from Friends?
Well, I don't need one if I've got probable cause, counselor.
Probable cause usually relates to vehicles, is my understanding. You know, traffic stops and whatnot.
That's totally the guy from
These
Friends.
round rubber things. Look at these.
Bullet holes.
This was a legitimate DEA operation. 20 guys.
Say it.
How could you have known they were there before you took off the tape?
That's right.
Ooh.
Probable cause needs to be readily apparent.
Yeah. But now he knows someone's in there.
My guys bring it out here and deliver it to you on a little satin pillow. How's that? Waited this long. Wait a little longer.
But he's gonna stay here, isn't he?
Please, tell me you got something.
You always have something, man.
Yeah, I got something.
Oh shit, what is it?
I'm sorry to inform you that your wife's been in an automobile accident. She's being airlifted to Los Ranchos Medical Center and should be arriving there shortly.
Whoa, what?
You have to start paying me more.
Tuh. Okay. Just a fake. Oh my god, man. Play on the wife.
Marie?
I'm just checking in. I'd love to have some idea of whether I should cook dinner or not.
You okay?
Yeah. Why?
Is a deception.
Deception. Disgrace.
Hank. What's up?
He's been played. Oh! Oh, okay, they're just crushing it, right. Jesus. Aww. Man. We had so many memories. Why are they staying there to watch? I'd get the hell out of there. Man. I feel like we need like a Viking funeral. We need to put on a boat and light a fire arrow.
A su primo Tuco, ¿sí?
Right.
Pero él no fue quien lo mató.
Oh shit.
Pero Bolsa dice que la D está fuera de límites.
Al norte de la frontera es mi territorio, mi decir. El nombre de la gente es Hank Schrader.
Oh shit.
Que su muerte les satisfaga.
Oh no! Oh no. Man, welcome to the Everybody Shits on Hank show. Alrighty. That is episode 6. Although this episode should have just been called Everybody Shits on Hank. Because it kind of is, honestly. Oh man, oh man. I mean, we might be setting up to lose Hank, honestly. After everything that happened with El Paso and him, you know, really going downhill since then, they could honestly set up his death. You know? This could be it for him. Man, that sucks, you know? Poor Hank. He was our good man, you know? He was the funny guy, you know? Oh, man, but when it comes to DEA business, holy crap, that it gets intense with him. And just like the pure rage and hate on his face after he realized that he had been duped. It was a ruse! He had been duped! Man, that is crazy. It's like a... It was like... It like, honestly, it went from, you know, relief that Maria's okay to... It went from relief to anger, you know? Because, I mean, yeah, he is relieved that Maria's okay, but... Man, now for a second, I thought for a second they actually did, like, cause an accident to happen. But no, they just did they just, you know, called him for it. Oh my gosh. That is so horrible, man, using his wife against him. Man, that is insane, man. That is so insane. I feel bad, man. I feel bad for him. And now... And, I've always said, like, okay, well, why don't these guys, why don't the assassins, the cousins, why don't they go after Hank? He's the one that actually killed Tuco. But now we have the reason that the DEA was off limits for the cartel. But because Gus is in charge of everything north of the border, he can deem it okay, which is pretty crazy. All right. We can go ahead and pop into the notes. There's not a ton of notes to go through, but we'll still go through them. So I don't know how long this discussion is going to be. The first thing I wrote down is support. So that was interesting. We got a bit more of the terms of the divorce between Walt and Skylar. Not really any, like, almost no Skylar in this episode, which was interesting, other than at the beginning there. So that was pretty interesting. Just, getting a bit more of the divorce and her saying, like, hey, I don't want your money. And it's like, and the whole thing of like, oh, well, you've made us an accessory after the fact, and him saying like, look, this is how I've been paying bills already. So you might as well just keep going with the money, But yeah, like, I don't know, like, now that they're, divorced, it would be interesting to hear what the lawyer has to say, because obviously, the lawyer wants to get Walt arrested, but that's the thing is now it is a problem for them, they would get all their stuff, repoed and everything, so, like, they would be completely taken down as well, even if Walt was turned in, so, yeah. Oh, boy. So, yeah. I wrote down restart. That was pretty cool. We got... Badger was back. Badger and Skinny Pete. It was cool having the two of them back and, Jesse wanting to restart, basically. Start over with... cooking meth and doing it. I do like, that he's like completely comfortable with cooking it and watching people take it, but he's not going to take it ever again. He's not going to be, a drug user anymore. So that's pretty interesting that, and he's that confident about it too, But I mean, after everything that happened with Jane, it makes sense that he can't, and he knows that he can't, and he's not even tempted by it anymore because he knows, the consequences that could come, so, but it was also interesting too, it is also interesting, they reinforce here that, yeah, it is still pretty good meth that he's cooking, it's like, it's still like just as good as Walt's, more or less, I guess, which is what they said last episode. But yeah, it's like, it's still, he can still make it pretty well, which is very interesting. So yeah, they were going to restart and they were going to do it, a bit more safe, they weren't, going to be over ambitious, which Walt was, which was the problem there. So that was pretty interesting. I wrote down the assistant. Man, I was waiting for something like horrible, like with this assistant. I don't know. I was just like watching and it was like, it's like, oh, there's crime and then there's crime. And it's like, okay, what you talking about, man? But they didn't really do anything. And it's like, okay, maybe this guy's just good. Maybe I'm expecting there to be something bad when there's actually not, which that would be kind of nice if that was actually the case. Maybe I'm just misjudging him. But the fact is, I get the feeling we're going to bring in Jesse at some point, and for them to bring in Jesse, they have to get rid of this assistant, and there has to be a reason. But I suppose it would actually be interesting if they brought in Jesse, and then all three of them work together. That would be really cool. But I don't know. I don't see them doing that. But yeah, so that was interesting. this guy, he kind of does sort of feel like Walt, you know. I mean, he's got, you know, a similar background and stuff. And that's the thing, is that you would honestly think, like, well, maybe Walt wouldn't like, you know, kind of someone like him, I guess, you know, or a similar background, I guess. So, but it all seemed to work out. But yeah, when he was talking about, like, crime and stuff like that, it's like, what are you talking about? Or is there going to be something bad? Like, I was waiting for him to be like, I'm a child molester or something, and like, we got to get rid of this guy. But no, so far, he's all right. He's a good dude, I guess. So, I don't know. I'm waiting, but maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just nervous about it for no reason. So, I wrote down the RV. That was pretty cool. Just with how close Hank got. Man, that was so close. He was right there, and he was about to catch both Jesse and Heisenberg, you know? He was right there, but nope. They got away. Those bastards got away. Oh man, that was crazy. Just me sitting there like, what could they possibly do, you know? Because even, like, you know, when the one guy, the lot owner, came out and was like, oh, you know, you gotta have a warrant, which, that is the same guy from Friends, right? The same, like, you know, the crazy guy from, like, Upstairs or something, who lived, like, above Monica and Rachel. That's the same guy, is it not? He looks like it. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. He's kind of almost playing the same character, honestly. Although he's a bit more knowledgeable in things, I guess, because he was stating off every right he could, you know? Like, he really knew what he was talking about, which was cool. But yeah, that was the thing, you know, I'm sitting there like, this is so tense, like, you know, there's no possible way to sneak away out of this RV. And even with, like, oh, you gotta have a warrant, Hank was gonna be like, all right, I will wait here, and, you know, my folks will... You know, my people will bring me a warrant, and then I'll go search, you know? It's like, he was not taking his eyes off of there. But, man, what a dirty move, man. That was a dirty fucking move to bring in the wife, you know? And it makes me wonder, like... I think that was Walt's idea. It was Walt's idea to do that, you know? Because that's the thing, is that he had his head in his hands, and he was like, yeah, I got an idea. Like, he was so, like, remorseful about this idea that he had. So I don't think it was like, you know, I don't think it was like, well, he called Saul and Saul came up with the idea. I think Walt came up with that idea, and he hates that he had to do that, you know? That he had to trick Hank like that, you know? With news that his wife could be in critical condition, you know? Oh my god, that's terrifying. I wrote down sunset. So yeah. So at first, you know, we saw the guys we saw the guys at the house. I guess that was just where they were staying for a little while. And they killed that poor cop, I guess. So that kind of sucked, but I guess they got the hell out of there before the reinforcements came in. And then it is a little funny when the two of them walk in, because, you know, they're so, you know, stone serious, and, you know, they're wearing the suits. And I do love that they both sit down and they're in the same booth and they're just looking. It was honestly really funny to watch. Just the two of them sitting there in a chicken joint, you know? So, and man, that was, I guess, the manager. I mean, that manager, man, she almost got into some trouble there, you know? But luckily Gus got her out of there and dealt with it. So, that's something. But yeah, we now have a new target. The boys are going to be taking on Hank now because Gus has approved it. So that's pretty crazy too. That, you know, I mean, that's pretty crazy that it's like, okay, the cartel is like, hey, you know, don't go after a DEA agent, but we'll go after this guy who happens to work for, you know, one of our big allies north of the border, you know. And it's like, well, okay, that's interesting. That, I don't know, it's like the DEA is off limits, but this guy that works for one of our allies isn't. So I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, Hank Schrader is now going to be the new target of our assassin boys. So man, this really is the shit on Hank show. Everybody shits on Hank show. So yeah. That's going to be pretty crazy that Hank has to deal with this now. I feel bad, honestly. I feel bad for Hank. You know, he's doing his job, man. He's doing his job. Oh, well. But that's pretty much all I wrote down. It was a really great episode, a very tense episode, and pretty crazy with some of that, especially with, you know, how they got Hank out of there. You know, so, yeah. It's all pretty crazy. Looking forward to the next one. So, yeah. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Breaking Bad reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. Oh, sorry, you can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.